How you doing, Madison? You well?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm blessed always. All the better for speaking to you. It's your rollout night. It's the day that everybody's finally getting to see, you, and we're gonna hear your music, and this is like the start, right? This is one of my favorite points in an artist's career. So real pleasure to be sitting with you at the moment, and I'm glad that you took the time out to speak to me. Before we get into Death Row though, which is the rollout track, tell me a little bit about yourself, your journey. Who are you? Where are you from? Why music?
That is a very loaded question. I am from Bermuda. I'm from Bermuda. I moved to London 2 years ago to do uni and stuff, and then it just led me to music. Like influencing led me to music. I didn't know that I was gonna do music, but growing up I kind of thought like I felt it, but I didn't know that was gonna be like my end goal basically. So yeah, I've lived in Bermuda my whole life, so I just basically a freshie in London.
Not a lot of people will know where that is, so tell them where that is, because I know where it is, just so you don't think I'm talking about myself. Tell me a little bit about who Madison was growing up in Bermuda.
Who I was in Bermuda?
Good girl, bad girl, studious?
No, I was a very good girl. I was very quiet. Like, I've always just been I've always been in my group of friends. Like, I never really ventured outside. I've always been quiet. But I've always kind of like put myself out there to other people type of thing. So, yeah, that's me.
What did you say you came to the UK to study?
Yeah.
What did you come to study? What was it that attracted you here?
Business and entrepreneurship. I wanted to go back home to do a career in insurance, but obviously now I'm here, so I don't think I'm going back home anytime soon.
When did you find music then? So when was the draw? Because I'm trying to work out when that light bulb came on that made you say, you know what, I'm good enough, the scene seems to want me, there's opportunity here. When did that happen?
About a year ago, like I was in the studio with my friends, just literally playing around. Like we weren't even meant to record, and then we were like, oh, this is actually good. So then we released something on TikTok, a snippet on TikTok, and people were like, oh, the UK City Girls or whatever. So then I was like, I might as well just like hone into this skill of mine and see what I could do with it. So,
what kind of music inspires you, and describe yourself as an artist?
Every type of music inspires me. Like I literally, like it's not one artist or one genre of music that I can pick, but obviously for like female rap, it would definitely be like Nicki Minaj and like City Girls. That's my vibe.
So have you been a hardcore hip hop fan your whole life, or is it an eclectic mix that kind of inspires you?
Yeah, it's an eclectic mix. I literally like everything.
So talk to me. Sunday, you turn on the player, or your parents turned on the music. What's playing?
Like Amy Winehouse, Jasmine Sullivan, those vibes, very R&B, just women, mostly women.
Yeah. Mostly women?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know, I grew up, my mom was a single mom, so I just grew up with my mom, and that's just what she like.
Let's get into family life, because there's going to be people who want to know. You got brothers, sisters?
Yeah, on my dad's side, I have a brother and a sister, and then they're like way older than me, so my brother's son is a year younger than me. So we're like really close, and he has a bunch of other children, but they're like younger. But I'm really close with my family. My mom has like 14 brothers and sisters, so we're all just like out there. But everybody's still basically in Bermuda. Like I have some family in the UK, but like Bristol and those places, so it's just me in London.
So did you not find that lonely? I mean, what was it like when you first came in?
Honestly, I feel like I needed it. Like at points it gets lonely because it's like you're by yourself for most of the time. Like your friends become your family, but I don't know, I needed it. So I don't feel like, obviously I miss my mom, I miss like that family, that real family feeling, but you make family out of what you have. So
how do you feel about the next year or so? You must be excited. I know there's a few big things in the pipeline. Death Row is the rollout track. Tell me a little bit about what you expect to happen in the next couple of months.
I expect greatness. Like, I feel like this is something fresh for the scene. Like, I've never really been into UK music like that, but listening from what I've heard, I just feel like this is what everybody needs. So, yeah.
Describe the track for those who haven't heard it already. What type of tempo is it? What inspired you when you were in the studio? Why did you roll out that one first?
What inspired me? Just all of my situationships have inspired me to write the song. Like, it's tricky. I don't know.
You don't want to share it with me. That's what it is.
I don't know. It's like it's a loaded situation. It's a loaded question. But I just feel like I've just adapted to that lifestyle, like being independent and just not worrying about a man. So just kind of like.
Sounds like you've done a lot of growing since you've been here in the UK. Would that be right?
Yeah, 100%. I've grown a lot. Like, I see, like, I look at vision boards that I've made like 5 years ago, and then I see things that I've accomplished, and it's just like you don't realize the little things until like you look back at what you actually wanted. So it's like, yeah.
I know today's a big day for you, right? And when you got up this morning, what was that thing that was making you nervous? What was it you were worried about?
When I got up this morning, I wasn't even worried. I was just tired. I had to wake up at 7 a.m. to get my hair done, so I wasn't even thinking about anything. Honestly, I just feel like I don't want to overthink about anything, because it's like this is gonna be my career so it's just like I have to do it. I can't overthink it. So I just have no thoughts this morning.
When you're looking out there and you think to yourself, you know, X, Y, Z, you mentioned Nicki, you mentioned a couple of artists already. What type of career would you like to have, though? And at the end of it, when people are talking about, my favourite artist is Madison, you know, what would you have liked to have achieved?
I just want people to feel like more comfortable and confident. Like, I want people to feel like they don't have to, they just feel more open to express who they are, type of thing. Like, that's how I want to make people feel. Like, I want to impact people in that way, and just, yeah, I just want to make people feel good about themselves and like not feel guilty or ashamed of being who they are. Just do what you have to do.
All right, this is the question I always ask people at this stage. Top 3 collaborations that you must have in your career, and top 3 venues that you'd like to play.
Oh my gosh. Top 3 collaborations. Nicki Minaj, obviously, always number 1. I feel like I want to collab with Drake. Like, I kind of want to get into my singing bag a little later on down the line. And the third one, probably JT. In terms of venues, I don't know, I failed geography. I don't even know where.
I'm talking, not that have to be.
I know you mean like
festivals
arenas
and stuff. Yeah,
okay.
Arenas and stuff. Yeah, Madison Square Gardens and Coachella and.
Yeah.
I don't want to put them in. Yeah, I don't want to.
No, definitely the O2. I do want to perform at like festivals like Wireless and stuff. Everywhere. Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden, yeah.
That would be an iconic moment. Madison.
Listen, I've got a feeling you're going to have a few iconic moments throughout your career. How do you think Death Row is going to be received, and what comes next? I know I'm jumping the gun a bit, but what comes next?
What comes next? I just have to keep going hard in the studio, keep getting a feel for what people like. It's not, I don't know, I just feel like it's so many avenues that open up after you've actually dropped your first song. So now it's kind of like, I'm assuming, but when I actually drop, I feel like I'll get a better idea of like what to put out next or what my next move is like. Yeah.
Madison, it's been a pleasure talking to you tonight. I'm sure we're going to talk many times throughout your career. Anything else you want to share with us before we part ways?
Go stream Death Row. Now available on all platforms.